Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
People that raped and murdered our ancestors. Remember, the Spaniard, conquistadors named that. You know what I'm saying? So you're still going to call yourself Hispanic to this day. Give me Isaiah 65:15. I'm going to tell you something. Do you believe in the Bible?
No, sir.
You do not believe in the Bible. What do you believe in? Do you believe there's a higher power? You believe in yourself. You can believe whatever you want to believe. You can achieve anything. Now I'm going to ask you one thing, yes or no. These pictures that we have here, is this facts or is this just drawings made up?
I believe those are facts.
Those are facts. You believe. I'm saying these are facts. This actually happened to us. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 65 and verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen.
The name that we have are Israel. There's 12 tribes. In the Bible, God chose one race of people, one nation. It was the 12 tribes of Israel. Now guess what happened? They were so disobedient, God so angry at them, that guess what? He put them into slavery. Now we're the only people in the whole world, ain't happened to no Samoans, no Chinese, no Arabians, nobody else. But this people, read.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen.
The names that we have belong to another race. We're the only people in the whole world that our last name belongs to another race of people. And we go back to history, these people enslaved our ancestors, raped and murdered. That happened. To the Aztecs, the Mayas, and the Incas, and the Taínos. Did that happen? That the Spaniards, that people from Hispaniola, they came and they murdered our people? Is that true? Yes or no? You believe so? The answer is yes. Yes, it did happen. Read it from the top again.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For the Lord God shall slay thee and call his servants by another name.
Another name. I don't know your last name, but I tell you, but that's the other name that is prophesied in the Bible. Now, God said he was going to do it. How did God do it? Give me Deuteronomy 28:48. He said, God's going to do it. God's going to slay you, and he's going to change your name. Did God come down here physically? Because you say you don't believe the Bible, right? But I'm going to show you that you should believe it. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Read it again slow.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
It says enemies. God sent a people, a race of people, the Caucasian race, God calls them an enemy. And we're going to do what?
Serve thine enemies.
We're going to have to serve them. You know, we're still serving the Caucasian race to this day. You know how I know? Because you're walking around right now with their last names. Now I'm going to tell you this. Look like you got off of work or you're going to work, right?
I work 24/7.
You look 24/7. Now I got a question for you. The owner, because you work for a company, right? You work for yourself. Okay. Now, how about this? The taxes and what can I say? Are you looking forward to get a company, to work your own self, get big? You're gonna stay minor. Read. Keep reading Deuteronomy 28.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
For want of all things. I'm going to tell you like this. You know, the so-called Latinos, the Hispanics, you know, we're servants to this day. We're servants to this country. We're the handyman. We're the gardeners. We wash dishes. The women that go to Bellevue, these places, and they wash the mansions. They even wash your kids. They babysit them. This is us. We're a base people. Now, is that a true statement that I just said?
Absolutely.
He said, absolutely. Absolutely. And one of all things we have to serve them. This happened back then. But look how crafty, look how they did us. Look how this race did us. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
This happened to the Aztecs, the Mayans, and the Incas. Till when? When was it taken off?
Until he hath destroyed thee.
How can you destroy somebody? Mentality. You know how you can destroy somebody when people say, I don't believe the Bible, or they believe the Bible, but they believe in this image right here, right next to you. Who is that? Who? Not to you. Who does the world say this picture is? What's his name? The other people call him Jesus Christ. Like if you ask any other religion or any nationality, you can ask a Chinese man's gonna say that's Jesus, right? You can ask a Muslim, he's gonna say that's Jesus. Now I got a question for you. Now I know you don't believe, but I'm gonna tell you, you should believe because that's a lie. Jesus is not white. Jesus is a black man, and he's gonna come back for what? For this. Because remember, it said we have to serve our enemies. Remember that strong word? We didn't have to party yet.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So God said enemies, and guess what? Now we're subject. They can rape, murder, do all this. God allowed it. Now give me Luke 1:68. Now watch this. He said God said enemies. These enemies rape, murder, they change your last name. You're walking around thinking you're Hispanic. They created that name. Read.
The book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68.
Bring it up.
Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
Here we go. This Bible is only for the 12 tribes of Israel. That's why it said what? Read it again.
Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
God of Israel, not the God of the Hispanics, the Caucasians, the Chinese, Muslims, Mormons. No, it says God of who?
God of Israel.
Your God. Read.
For he hath visited and redeemed his people.
Once again, his people, the 12 tribes. Why did he have to redeem his people? Why would he have to redeem us? Because you know what? We have to serve our enemies for ones of all things. Hunger, food, nakedness, of all things. And we're still, I don't know if you've ever been to the borders, but I've been there and I've seen how the people, the so-called Hispanics or Israelites, how they live. And I see how they get treated over there. It's sad.
Born and raised on that border.
So you already know. So now here, how about this?
I know firsthand.
Who's fighting for us?
Nobody.
Nobody. Read.
And have raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David.
Read.
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophet.
Now here, you got something? What you got? I need you to pay attention.
I gotta give you 5 minutes first. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now it says, read that part again.
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophet.
The prophets, before Christ was born, he was already being prophet. This was a prophecy. Moses prophesied that we're going to slavery. It did happen to a T. Put on slave ships. Our names being changed. We're going to have to serve our enemies. Our lands being taken.
That's right.
To us. That's a prophecy. That's why they can be redeemed from who? Redeemed from our enemies. Because of our sins. Read.
Which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us.
See that? There's a race of people. You know, to be racist, you gotta have power to do something. You can say, I hate you, but if you don't do it, you don't have the actual power to do race. You just hate. Now, what do you, I wanna hear what you're gonna say. Sergio, right? Sergio. There you go. So,
Here's something that I did on my own, and kind of like pure business. So I challenged the government, and in a 4-year span, I managed to bring the most powerful man in the throne down from his seat, and got him running. I will show you that God, I believe, and also believe in God. I put my faith in that God against whatever God he believed. And in the end, I proved that my God was stronger than his.
question, I thought you didn't believe in God.
I if I believe in God.
If you did, okay. So what's the point you gotta make?
One is that the God that, if I believe in this God was more powerful than the God that he believed in. He stepped from that seat and put somebody else.
Okay, explain it. So
I would have to show you. This would be my God.
this is your God.
That's my God.
That's your God.
That's the one I believe in.
Hold that
That
and
is the one I put my trust in.
okay.
God be trust.
Got it. Okay, I got you. So I got something for you. Okay, now the God that you trust, I want to show you. Is no, I got it. Is the devil. Give me. Okay, now I got you. That's it. That's a full explanation. It took you a while. You could have just said the dollar bill. You could have just said money is your God. Now what you just said, I'm gonna tell you a lot. You're not the only one that chooses the money as your own God. I got you, Sergio. Man, you got nothing to say. It's a wrap. I got you. You worship money. Read that.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6 and verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation.
Temptation to what? Because that money, guess what's going to lead you? Into a lot of sin, a lot of wickedness. When you get a lot of money, you can do whatever you want. Ain't no one going to tell you what to do. Read.
And this matter, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
Uh-oh. But here's another thing, Sergio. On that dollar bill you showed me had a face of a white man, a white race. Yes or no, Sergio?
Absolutely.
So you're worshiping the white man.
Absolutely.
So you do worship the white man.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna ask you, Sergio. So the white man that enslaved our ancestors and killed them, and you're walking around, you obey them and you're gonna worship.
Absolutely.
So you don't care about your own race. You actually hate the Latino race. You must hate the blacks. You must hate yourself. Sergio, you hate yourself. You look in the mirror and be like, damn, I'm ugly. I wish I was white with yellow hair and blue eyes, because my God looks better than me. I want to be like him. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. And that's a sickness. You're not the only one, Sergio, but that's a mental sickness going on in this world. And guess what? Like this sister right here. Sister, I'm going to keep it real. Black people don't grow blonde hair. They don't. But why not women do it? They put the wig on, they do it. Why is that? Because it's a form of self-hatred. Right. White people put this on there. You look at, what is that? Victoria's Secret. You don't see no regular black woman. You see a white woman. And if they do put a black woman, she got yellow hair. That's why Sergio hates himself. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
We're a special people, we're holy people. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Sister, you're walking around with the blonde hair. God said you're a special people. What God gave you naturally, you gotta keep. Take that thing off, wash it off. Keep that fro. God made you like that. But guess what happened, Sergio? The God of this world, guess what he did? He blinded your mind. That's when you hate yourself. Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Now give me 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. You hate yourself, Sergio. You can say, guess what you believe in? You believe in white power racism. You will sell out your own people for money and worship. You'll be the house slave and you'll be happy for it. Guess what? It's happened before.
Right.
And those are the people just like you. But we out here maybe trying to transform your mind. Help you, Sergio. You should be on this side fighting for your people instead of fighting against them. Read.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 4 and verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
The gospel say good news. You know what the good news? We're going to be saved from our enemies.
That's right.
Game that God prophesied, we're going to be ruling this earth. This is not natural how we live in. Men can be women. Look what the hell's going on. Sergio, you're worshiping money with a white man on it. Men marrying men, and the church is allowing it. How many kids being abused by the Catholic Church and nothing being stopped? This is wickedness where it grows darkness. But it said the gospel is being hidden, the good news. Read.
But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
Sergio, you're lost right now. And our job, and these men in the purple shirt, is to guide you right. Because guess who's guiding you? White Jesus. You might not say you might worship white Jesus, Sergio, but you worship the white man. You might as well worship white Jesus.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word